Hi guys, how are you doing? I trust everyone of you is well and healthy. Yeah, today is one of those Saturdays where we get a delivery. We get a delivery for flowers. Of course, the person behind the lens is yours truly, Clyde, and yeah, he wanted to capture every moment of this. Yeah, and of course, he was very curious. He really wanted to know where the flowers have come from. Yeah, I got these flowers from a friend of mine. Yeah, to cheer me up. Yeah, so we got flowers, and of course, we have to ensure that we take care of them. Yeah, put them in fresh water, to keep them alive. Yeah, and a bit of flower food to keep them nice and fresh and blooming. Yeah, so thank you so much for the flowers. I appreciate them. May God bless you. Yeah, flowers always give a different look and feel also in the house. They brighten up your room. They make your room look beautiful. Yeah, they brighten up the day. Yeah, and I don't think there's a girl who doesn't love flowers. Yeah, they always, the moment you receive those flowers, your mood completely changes. Yeah, and I love flowers. Anybody who knows me know I love flowers. Yeah. So as usual, my morning routine, I must take my lemon water on an empty stomach. Yeah, I usually like taking the lemon water in the morning because of allergies. I usually have very bad allergies, especially with this weather. It's the whole sneezing. Yeah, and I try so much to keep warm, avoid the cold, the wind. Yeah, to these allergies for me, they really put me down. Yeah, I sneeze a lot. My eyes are red out of the sneezing and everything. Yeah, so I like to keep warm and take something a bit warm. Yeah, to start off my day. Yeah, and of course, I do this every single morning. If I don't do my lemon water in the morning, for sure, I must do it before I go to bed. Yeah, and this has really helped me. The allergies, they've really like reduced drastically. Yeah, I don't find myself sniffling a lot, sneezing in the morning like I used to. And also I think the walks have also helped. Yeah. Yeah, and of course I have to do my morning devotion or tag, time alone with God. And yeah, with all the noise and the chaos in this world, for me it's very important to grow to grow spiritually. Yeah, to know more, to hear God's word and to get to grow more and more in growing my relationship with God. Yeah, and the only way you can grow that relationship is by reading the word. It encourages me, it motivates me, it sets a tone for my day, and that's very important. There's so much happening out here that you really need to be centered, centered in God. You really, when everything else is failing, the only person who can stand with you and guide you and lead you and protect you and watch over you is only God. Yeah, everything else can fail. Things may not work out. Yeah, but the only person who will always be with you is God. So for me, my relationship with God is very important. So I like doing my morning devotion in the morning to set a tone for the day. Yeah. So today we're making some chapatis, some green grams, ndengus. Yeah. Yeah, and some beef. As a mother and a mother of two boys, I think for me it's very important to always have a meal, whether they are at my place or not, whether they are here or their dads. for me, it is very important, because if you're a mother of boys, you know what I'm talking about. Boys eat non-stop. Yeah. So I like always having, I like having food throughout in the house, because the moment they pop in, they always go straight to the fridge to check what is there, what is available for them to eat. So I don't like rushing to the kitchen last minute trying to prepare something. I like being more organized, where I don't have to do last minutes of cooking and prepping, and yeah. So I always make sure I have some protein, if it's beef, if it's chicken. I'm really not a fan of chicken because of the smell and all. If you notice, most of the meals that I prepare, it's mostly beef. I do make chicken here and there, but I prefer beef a lot. Yeah, but I will soon do chicken. Soon. We'll do chicken. Yeah, so always make sure I have some beef with me in the house, prepared. Always make sure that there's some, some beans or some ndengos, yeah, to either go with rice or chapati. Yeah, if you have some beef and some vegetables, you can play around with the menu and do either rice or ugali, yeah, or chapati or mashed, yeah. Yeah, so always make sure I have some stew, have some vegetables, have some beans, so I make some stew, yeah, or some curry to go with any other starch. So all I need to do is just prepare quickly and boil some rice or make some ugali. That's quick, so you don't have to start from scratch. So every week I must make sure that I've done a variety of dishes so that they can last us throughout the week. Yeah, and most of the time when these boys come over and they're not staying, and maybe they're going to their dads, they will always take away. If it's the chapatis, if it's the pasta, whatever it is, they will always take away, especially Christian. Christian loves taking away. Yeah, so always make sure there's some food in the house. It's always a joy. It's always a pleasure, as a mother, cooking for your children, ensuring that they're eating well, ensuring they're well taken care of. Yeah, ensuring that you know where you're getting these ingredients from. The food is well handled, because the moment you start mishandling food, you know how that goes. So for me, I love ensuring any food that they eat is healthy, it's clean, it's well handled. Yeah, because you'd rather ensure that it's well prepared than having to spend so much money on bills in the hospital, etc. Yeah, so we made some skuma to go with the beef. Yeah, and we shall have this with we'll have the beef, we'll have the skumas later, but I think at some point we'll have it with ugali later in the week. Yeah, the beef, of course, we'll have it with a bit of chapati, and or anyone who would like to have it with the green grams. Yeah, makes my life much easier. And it gives me so much joy to ensure that my children are enjoying meals prepared by their mother. Yeah, so let me tell you a little story, guys. When I left the marriage, I really wanted to leave the country. I even applied for a visa and had made up my mind that I was going to leave the country, because I felt at that point in time that was the only way. So I applied for a visa, and I was so sure I was going to leave, because now for me it wasn't making sense. Things were really hard, and the one thing that made me change my mind are my kids, because I realized very quickly that I was going to lose out on so much in their lives, their day-to-day activities. Challenges that they are facing as they're growing. Because you see, once you leave, it will take you a bit of time for you to settle, get a job. That is about what, 5-10 years. By the time you're coming back, your kids are grown. They've become big men. Like, you left them when they were kids and now they are grown. I've missed out on, on their achievements, their milestones, their day-to-day life. Like, basically by time I'm seeing them, I'll have missed so much. And I really, really battled. I really fought with the whole going or staying. And I am glad that I made the decision to stay, because I don't know if I would have survived. Like, I look back and I see how they've grown, the things that we've gone through together, the challenges that I've had, the joys that we've shared. I've been here throughout their birthdays, their sports days, their parents' days, when things are not working out. I'm glad. I am so, so glad, because there's some things in this life, you can't, you're not able to recover from. You can't say, when time is gone, time is gone. You miss something in your child's life, it's gone. And for me, I feel it was a good call. It was a good thing that I stayed to watch these two young men turn out to be such amazing, amazing young men. So I'm glad I didn't leave. And has it been easy? No. It's very hard being a single mom. Even if you're co-parenting, it's never easy. There are challenges here and there. And I'm grateful to God that we've been able to overcome some of these challenges. And they've also learned, They've also learned. And I'm sure, having seen what life can be, I'm sure even moving forward, they'll be able to make smart decisions. They'll be able to be great fathers. They're going to be able to be great husbands. They'll be men after God's heart. That has always been my prayer. Yeah, I am so, so glad. I don't know what I would have done if... I don't think I would have lived with myself knowing that. I know their mothers who didn't have a choice and they had to go. And I'm not here to judge anyone, by the way. As mothers, sometimes you have to make very, very hard decisions. And I'm not here to judge anybody or say everybody has a choice and everybody is able to make the best decision for themselves and for their children. Yeah, we all go through different challenges in life. And I can't sit here and say yours was bad and mine was good. It is it. No. Yeah. For me, it's I am on a different journey. Another mother is on a different journey. So I can't say anyone who left or chose to stay behind or be here for it was a wrong decision. I get it. Like I said in one of my videos, I can't sit here and judge a single mother. I can't sit here and judge somebody going through a divorce. I can't, because I've walked in those shoes and I know how that feels like. Yeah, and I'm glad that we are able to get out of those situations and be more bold and be more courageous and be able to raise our children and give the best shot. Yeah, I've always said that if you're not happy, your children will never be happy. As a mother, if you're not happy, your children will never be happy. Yeah. They watch and they see what you're going through. And if you allow yourself to keep going through some of these things, yeah, the challenges that we go through, maybe an abusive marriage, where there's all these things happening in a marriage, and you're thinking you're there to, the reason you're not leaving or making the right decisions because of the kids, you're actually not helping those kids. So if you're able to be bold and courageous despite everything else, and you're able to be out here, you're able to stand you're able to, fight for yourself and be able to be out here and raise your children. Hey, kudos, man, because I know I know how how that space feels like. Yeah, to all the mothers doing their best, let's keep doing this. Tuendelee tu, there's no turning back. They are still growing with every passing day. And so setting that example and showing our children that it's okay to live and be happy, then they'll also make the right decisions in the future. They'll also be able to treat other people's children better. They'll be able to turn out to be okay, than staying thinking you're saving them or you're there because of them. Then the whole time you're raising children and traumatizing them, living a life, setting an example that is incorrect. Yeah, so if you're able to gather yourself and be able to live despite all the issues that come with it, why not? Go for it. Yeah, go for it. There's some things you're not allowed to go through. There's some things that are not okay to go through as a human being. We all deserve to be happy. You all deserve to be peaceful, and you all deserve to have the freedom. Not allowing another human being treat you like a second-class citizen. So I'm happy that I'm here. I'm happy that I've been able to be a mother to these amazing boys. And here I was making pasta for this young man. He was like, oh, Mom, I want some pasta. And I woke up, made some pasta for this young man, and he really, really enjoyed. Oh, yeah, I lost some footage. When I was making chapati, guys, let me tell you, I just lost footage, and I don't know what really happened. I really don't know I really don't understand what happened. But hey, as I'm doing this, I'm also learning a lot. And I now understand how valuable content is. When you lose it, it really takes you really, really back. But we are learning as we go. And you're doing better with every passing day. Things will get better. So in this video, please persevere with me. So thank you guys for watching, and see you on the next one. Bye-bye. Mwah.